Your first look at high school football scores and highlights. This is First Down Friday Night. Sponsored by Whataburger, Dryer Vent Squad, your Community Health Mart Pharmacy, and P2EDI. Now your hosts, Mo Carter, Nick Kuzma, and Simon Williams.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to First Down Friday Night. I am Nick Kuzma.
And I'm Simon Williams, in case you forgot. Now, tonight we rolled into week 9 of the high school football season, and it's the final week of region play, actually, across North Alabama. And so playoff spots and region championships, they're all on the line.
Absolutely. So with that being said, we now welcome in the third member of our team who's here to preview a massive game that went down in Huntsville tonight. Mo, what's going on?
Well, guys, so much on the line tonight here at Sports Med Field as the Randolph Raiders played host to the Priceville Bulldogs, a pair of top 10 teams in Class 4A, and the winner of tonight's game would not only take home a region title, they'll get that home field advantage for the first couple of weeks in the Class 4A playoffs. And look, I'll tell you this, it did not disappoint. Fans definitely got their money's worth. We will have highlights coming up later on First Down Friday night. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, see you soon, Mo. We are also going to start off the highlights in Madison County tonight. James Clemens hosted Grissom. The Grissom Tigers are out of the playoffs with a 1-5 region record, but JC, one of 4 teams that are 3-3 and vying for the final state spot out of 7A Region 4. Enough pop talk. Let's get right on to the highlights. JC leading 21-15 to start the second quarter. They're cruising well until they aren't. The pass is intercepted by Cole Porter. Aggressive play on the ball right there. He's running down the sidelines. He's calling out his blocks, and James Clemens won't catch him. Touchdown, Grissom. The extra point was blocked, but the ball game's all tied up at 21. Still, the JC offense keeps its composure and once again gets into the red zone. This time, it's the South Alabama commit that's going to take it in for 6. Touchdown, Gio Lopez. Touchdown, James Clemens. The Jets go back in front. After forcing the punt, here they go again. Gio Lopez with the dime to his man A.J. Little, and then once again Gio Lopez going in from short. That made it 21-15, and after that it was quite a bit of an avalanche as the Jets go on to win it 63-27. Next week, James Clemens going to Grissom going to Buckhorn, while JC, they have themselves a bye. All right, the Florence Falcons took on the Sparkman Senators tonight, and the first half was all in favor of the Falcons. On the defensive side, Josh Ward with the handoff to Matthew Rozier, who tries to get some yardage but is brought down by Javarius Abernathy. And then pressure on third down, Josh Ward gets it to Jamarian Reeder, but Samuel Thompson all over him forces the Senators to go ahead and punt. And then the Falcons are going to get the ball as Leo Glover is going to be the one with getting the snap, gets it to Jalen Simpson, tries to go around defenders, but brought down, not after getting into Senator territory, though. Next, Leo Glover, he's going to decide to keep it himself, makes it look easy, gets them down to the 7-yard line, and after a turnover on downs, the Falcons get the ball back. Glover to Simpson, takes it in, Falcons on top, the kick is good. The score at the end of the half was 21-0 Falcons, and that's what ends up being the final score as well. Next week, Florence has a bye week before the playoffs, and Sparkman is going to Muscle Shoals.
7A Region 4 champion Austin can add to their great year with a win tonight. But they've been as hot as any team in the area, too, winning 7 games in a row after dropping their first 2. Now, Huntsville's looking to play spoiler, and if things go their way, they could jump to as high as 3rd in the region with a win. So let's get to the highlights. Austin started with the ball on their very first play from scrimmage. They made something happen. Running back, Gary Fuquay, he takes it all the way. He takes that handoff. He doesn't look back. He goes over 60 yards down the sideline for the touchdown from the first play from scrimmage. Black Bears would go up 6-0 after missing the point after, which would prove critical a little bit later. Now the teams exchange punts on these next few drives, allowing Huntsville the ball here. You'll see them strike on the first play of their second drive. Jackson McClung takes the snap, looks right. He has a man downfield, and he connects. It's Ryan Huck Hensley in the end zone for the Panther touchdown. Huntsville goes up 7-6 with that extra point. Now, a little later in the period, Austin will be back on offense after they review this touchdown and call it a score. Austin is back on offense. We'll see him here. Maurice takes a snap, looks right, fires right, and it's caught. Maurice Jones with an excellent grab down the line. Huge gain on an explosive play for Maurice Jones. Now the Bears are in the red zone this next period, and they go from red zone to end zone. Look at this play.
It's a big man coming downfield.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's a fullback, and he gets the score. It's Maddox Mitchell for the touchdown. Austin faithful are wild up. Now, you remember that missed extra point? Well, they make up for it here. Young with another soft toss after rolling right. It's to the right side this time. 2-point conversion is complete. Braylon Bolden on the right side puts them ahead 14-7. And with that, we're going to take a look at your final score. Huntsville goes on to win 31-3, or excuse me, has a 31-3 run in the second half to go on to win 45-28. It's just crazy stuff over at Austin. It moves Huntsville to 4-4 and drops Austin to 7-2. Now Austin will get the week off while Huntsville ends the year next week at Hazel Green. Staying in that region, Bob Jones could clinch a playoff spot with the win, and they do. Bob Jones goes on to win by a final of 42-14 over Albertville. Next week, Bob Jones is at Hartsville, while Albertville takes on Guntersville. Woodville tried to end their 3-game win streak. Tonight, they hosted Coosa Christian. Coosa would win the toss and elect to receive.
Oh, they go for it. Wow.
Little trickeration there.
Onside attempt.
It's early in the game for that, but the Conquerors recover it. They try to keep the ball on the ground this time, and they do. Pushing forward, Peyton Kliego Bryant swinging the outside for a small gain. Next pass is John Justice to receiver Elijah Motez. He picks up the first down on a softball toss. Justice will take the snap and go downfield again. Drops back, looks right, rolls right. He has a man firing with his left hand. Cross the field. No, he doesn't. It's tipped. Almost picked off. Few plays later, he goes deep again. This time, Justice looks for Jacoby Tucker, who catches in the end zone. Extra point will be good, and Coosa Christian will go up 7-0. Now, here's some great special teams by the Conquerors on this kickoff. It's fielded until it's not, and stuffed short. Woodville keeps it on the ground this time for another minimal gain. Offense and defensive lines really battling here.
Nothing like a short yardage kickoff to really speak to this game, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of what this was. It was a fight.
Oh, but look at this.
Until it wasn't. J.C. Hawks breaks the tackle. Woo! House call, hair flowing and everything. He scores. Well, let's take a look at your final score. Coosa Christian
not
goes
close.
on to win.
Not close.
Not
the bottom line.
Despite what our highlights showed. 46-6. Coosa Christian on top. They go to Victory Christian next week. Woodville is at Asbury.
Sounds good. All right. Well, the Fox 54, excuse me, I'd like to speak. The Fox 54 sports team is on social media. Follow Mo at Mo Carter Stock 54, Simon at Simon H.F. Williams, and I'm at Nick P. Kuzma. Send us a tweet. We might even, if you send one, please do, we'll air it. All right, Simon.
All right, we got our varsity game of the week here in Huntsville. Mo joins us live when we come back on Fox 54's First Down Friday night.
You'll hear we're like a family, but at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true.
It's that special connection to each other.
And when we take on your case, you're part of our family.
And we'll do whatever it takes to get what you deserve.
If you've been injured, your case is probably the most important thing going on in your life.
And it's important to us, too.
Family takes care of each other, and we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-800-918-0515 or go to sonobello.com now.
Calhoun Community College, celebrating 75 years. From our humble beginnings in the 1940s to the largest two-year college in Alabama with campuses in Decatur and Huntsville, Calhoun is the leader in workforce development, preparing students through hands-on training and real-world experiences. Classes in person and online. Calhoun brings together quality and affordability with 75 years of student success stories. We're your community, your college, your future.
Hi, I'm Ryan Cheney here at Cheney's Gold and Silver. With the current gold and silver market, there's never been a better time to bring in your unused gold and silver for a no-cost, no-obligation evaluation. Here at Cheney's Gold and Silver, we're your precious metals expert.
Start Saturday strong with Big Noon Saturday on Fox. Heisman frontrunner C.J. Stroud leads Ohio State's offensive assault against Iowa.
Saturday at 11 on Fox 54. Fox 54, weather rate certified as the Valley's most accurate forecast.
Welcome on back into First Down Friday night. Now the fun continues on in the 3A classification. At Madison Academy tonight, the Broncos, who've already clinched the Region 7 title, took on Susan Moore. And with a win, they clinch a spot in the state playoffs. We go to Bill Washington Stadium. Home team Madison Academy is undefeated in region play. But the rather inauspicious start here for the Mustangs. After moving the ball down a bit down the opening drive, Nick, this pass is picked off. Angel Pacheco is the one to do it.
Angel Pacheco is the one to do it, but it's nothing doing for the Bulldogs. Their offense is actually going to go 3 and out, and then just like that, Madison Academy will get themselves on the board. Finds his man. That was from Carson Crean, and then we're going to keep going. Once again, 3 and out. It was a sack. That time by Keaton Watson taking down the QB. So now here comes Madison Academy. Saw him strike once through the air. Here they are on the ground. Ken Sherry going around the end. Hits Pater. Made it 14-0. Then let's see one more touchdown for good measure. Crean sends it to the heavens. It falls right into the waiting arms of Solano Thomas. Madison Academy has absolutely no problem in this one. Final score was it was 56-7. There we go, in favor of Madison Academy. Next week, Susan Moore versus Cleveland, while Madison Academy is going to take on those Cats from Westminster Christian.
All right, moving right along, it's Region 4 versus Region 7, and this one, Buckhorn on the road taking on Decatur. Decatur would get out to a 42-7 lead at the half. And the defense would come up big on this one on the first play from scrimmage for Buckhorn in the second half, forcing a fumble. Huge play to stop them on defense. Now Buckhorn would actually stop Decatur on that drive, forcing Decatur for their first field goal of the game. It's 45-7 after Roberto Toto knocks it in. Next Decatur possession, Devin Haley. He will be ready once this ball is snapped. He gets it, takes the inside handoff, and gets through. 1 layer of tackles, 2 layer of tackles, all the way down to the 15-yard line before being wrapped up, pushed down. What a run by him. 2 plays later, Haley will get the call again. Here's the snap. Takes the handoff, left side, and he answers that call. Going nearly untouched into the end zone, a stiff arm before he reaches down. Hurts his left arm on the way down, but he puts his team up 51-7. Buckhorn showed some resolve here. Inside handoff. Next drive goes for a touchdown. Shamarian Landrum with the great blocks up front from his offensive line. Buckhorn gets the score. And with that, let's take a look at your final score of the game. That score would hold. 52-14 was our final. Decatur beats Buckhorn. And with that, they move to 7-2, while Buckhorn drops to 3-6. Next week, Buckhorn is at Grissom, while Decatur hosts Scottsboro.
All right, and then we're going to keep it going. Athens goes on to win by a final of 48-21. That one over Fort Payne. Fort Payne is going to play Cherokee County, while Athens is going to play Russellville a week from now.
All right, a bunch of more action here on First Down Friday night. We got our game of the week, MVP of the week, and all that coming on Fox 54's First Round Friday night.
At your Community Health Mart pharmacy, we know you want to get the most out of every dollar. That's why we offer great value with a wide range of services and products at prices that compete with the big chains. We're an independent pharmacy, but we keep our costs down and we're able to pass the savings on to you, meaning more of your money stays where it belongs, in your pocket. To find your Community Health Mart pharmacy, visit healthmart.com/Huntsville. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Are you looking to sell your house fast? If so, Red Key Properties is Huntsville's premier real estate solutions company. Our goal is to help homeowners resolve difficult situations and improve our communities. We buy houses in any condition at all price ranges. We will pay cash and close on your timeline. We will buy your house as is, so you're not responsible for any of the repairs.
No fees, upfront costs, commissions, or hidden charges. Red Key Properties is ready to make you a cash offer.
We buy houses!
Give us a call today, 256-414-2333.
Hi, I'm Rebecca from 90 Day Fiancé.
I went to Sono Bello and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now. Call the number on your screen or go to sonobello.com and find out how you can get $250 off instantly.
What's the Highlander life? It's giving your daughter 5 friendly reminders to brush her teeth this morning. And though she assured you she did, something in the air says she didn't. But it's nothing a little adjustment can't help.
Okay, bye, baby doll. Bye-bye.
That's the Highlander life. Lease a new 2022 Toyota Highlander LE for just $399 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
Daily Blast Live, weekdays at 2 on Fox 54.
Welcome back into First Down Friday night. Now, each week we bring you coverage of all the action in the great high school football games in and around our area here in North Alabama. We also got to recognize outstanding individual performances with our weekly First Down Friday night MVP award. Our Nick Kuzma caught up with this week's winner.
From the very first time he touched the ball, Priceville running back Jalen Mosley knew he was going to have a special game.
My dad was in my head all week. Last week wasn't really that much good of a game for me, but we talked this week, and I knew that every time I get the ball, don't think too hard, just go out there and play how I know how to play.
On Friday, the senior racked up 174 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Bulldogs' 72-45 win over Westminster Christian.
A tremendous student as well as athlete. He's one of those that fits in well with his teammates. And he's been a tremendous football player for us as well.
For his efforts, Jalen Mosley has been named the First Down Friday Night MVP of the Week, brought to you by Whataburger. This was a coming out for Mosley. Each of his last 2 seasons were cut short by injuries, and that gave him a different perspective.
I learned a lot that I need to focus on schools. Can't do anything without no bad grades and stuff. Focus on family, friends. Just worked on life.
Mosley transferred from Hazel Green to Priceville for his senior year and has served as the Bulldogs' kicker, kick returner, a starting safety, and backup running back.
It's a lot of fun as an offensive minded coach that, you got a player that can hit a home run on almost any time you give him the ball. The other part of that is he only had it touch the ball 5 times and scored 4 touchdowns in it. So it was a pretty amazing game for him.
You heard that right. Mosley only touched the ball 5 times and still put up those stats.
It was very good for senior night. All my family was there to see me play and show out. 4 touchdowns for number 4. It was a good night.
Mosley says he hopes to play college football for a school in-state after he graduates. In Priceville, Nick Kuzma, Fox 54 Sports.
All right, well, we're handing out 2 more awards for MVP, and nominations are now open. Just send an email to news@rocketcitynow.com, or you can head to the MVP section on the sports page of fox54.com.
Guys, it's a simple process. All we need is the player's name, school, position, and stats from their last game. This award has been sponsored by Whataburger.
All right, now time for a quick timeout. When we return, it's all about Mo Carter and our Game of the Week coming up next.
I have a big head, and you don't have to have the brain the size of mine to know that you can save thousands at University Kia.
Right now, drive home a sporty, new 2022 Kia Forte for only $179 per month. Only at University Kia.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-511-1229 or go to sonobello.com.
I'm attorney Alexander Shinnar. If you've been injured in an accident, call me, Alabama.
Real Weather Talk with Jordan Dressman.
My job is to read the atmosphere and figure out what it's going to do next so that I can write the most accurate forecast, not just for our viewers, but for my family.
Fox 54 Weather. Weather rate certified most accurate.
I have a big head, and you don't have to have the brain the size of mine to know that you can save thousands at University Kia.
Right now, take home a stylish new 2022 Kia K5 for only $199 per month. Only at University Kia.
Fox 54 News and B2EDI are teaming up to celebrate our neighborhood heroes.
We're sharing stories of people right here in the Tennessee Valley that are stepping up to help someone in need.
If you know someone who goes above and beyond in service to their community, tell us about them. Visit fox54.com and look for the Neighborhood Heroes tab.
It's our way of saying thank you for making a positive impact in our community.
Neighborhood Heroes is sponsored by B2EDI.com. Unleash your best.
Welcome back. Simon, what's better than 2 teams that are undefeated in region play and playing for a championship? Besides the Phillies being 2 wins away from the World Series.
Well, there's that, but it's the better situation is when all that's the case and it's our varsity game of the week.
I think it is. All right, Mo, let's send it out to you, my man. What's going on?
Well, guys, there's an old saying that everyone needs to save their best for last, and that's exactly what the football gods did for us this year in Class 4A Region 8 with our varsity game of the week. 2 top 10 teams, Priceville and Randolph, going head-to-head with a region title on the line. Of course, that was the case tonight right here in the city of Huntsville. We're going to get to that game in just a second, but first, let's start off at Milton Frank Stadium with Lee and Columbia. Chancellor, let's go from the Lee High School band. We're being heard in the stands as the Generals took on Columbia. First quarter, Lee marching. LaShawn Van calling his own number, picks up solid yardage deep inside of Generals territory. That would set up this. Terrell Matthews taking the handoff. He goes untouched up the middle. Touchdown for the Generals. They're on top 7-0.
No flags.
The Generals perform a sky kick and recover it in Columbia territory, so they're marching once again. This time it's Van on the keeper, and he finds pay dirt. Touchdown Lee. They're now on top 14-0. Second quarter, Generals facing 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. They call on the services of Caleb Hill, and the Walter Jones Offensive Lineman of the Week will punch it in for the Generals. They're up 21-0 at that point. They go on the roll and beat Columbia tonight by a final of 49-8. Off to Randolph now for the varsity game of the week. Raiders hosting Priceville for the 4A Region 8 championship. Third quarter following a Priceville touchdown. Bulldogs kicking off. Nick Strong pitches to Connor Goodson, but he mishandles the pitch on the reverse. There's a fumble, and the Deacon Hall, recovers for Priceville. Bulldogs in business. Now they're knocking on the door. Jalen Mosley, the reigning first down Friday night MVP of the week, up the gut, untouched for a touchdown. Bulldogs take a 14-7 lead. Randolph would respond, though. Andrew Hunter takes his team all the way down the field, fires a laser for a touchdown pass to Connor Goodson. We're all tied at 14 apiece. But not for long. Priceville goes into the book of tricks. Jackson Prickett on the reverse pass. All the time in the world. Finally hits Mason Carty in stride. He takes it to the house. Priceville back on top. They'll be partying down I-65 tonight. Priceville beats Randolph and wins the region title this evening by a final of 35-21. After the game, we caught up with Priceville head coach Chris Foster.
Yeah, I think it's big. You know, anytime you win a region title, it's something special for the seniors. You know, they've worked 4 years for it, and they deserve it.
Yeah, so congratulations once again to the Priceville Bulldogs on finishing out a regular season that was undefeated, and they cap it off with a region championship. They actually will spend week 10 recuperating as they prepare for a home game in the first round of the Class 4A playoffs. Next week, Randolph will take on Fairview. They'll get a first round game as well, but the potential of going on the road in the second round are probably high for the Raiders. But as I mentioned, guys, earlier, this was a game that all the fans were excited about, and they got their money's worth this evening. So I even had fun out here tonight as well, you know, giving y'all guys a little flip-flop instead of me being in the studio, being out in the field. But for now, covering the varsity game of the week at Randolph School, I'm Mo Carter. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Mo, get home safely. Yeah, we appreciate it. A little bit different here today, you know, but hey, I think we made it work. All right, let's take a look at some more final scores, Simon.
Yeah, a bunch of action around the region. Pisgah over Section 35-8. Vinemont blanking Asbury 47-0.
Not particularly close ones in those games there. Anyway, we're going to keep going here as Hazel Green, they're falling to ARAB 49-21, the final score of that one. And then East Limestone tops Ardmore 48-22.
Guntersville had a big performance today, 41-0 over Sardis. They got a big rivalry game coming up next week against Albertville. And how about Westminster Christian taking on New Hope, 46-14, another multi-possession win in the slew of scores for us, Nick.
Yep, and we're not stopping there as Deschler over Brooks, 48-32, and then West Morgan, 61-zip over Wilson.
Looking like you and me playing out there.
I think so. I think we could handle it pretty well. Well, that's it for First Down Friday night this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We have more high school football coming your way next week. Playoffs are on the horizon. Have a good one, everybody.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Whataburger, Dryer Vent Squad, your community health mart pharmacy, and B2 EDI.